If I had foreseen Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I would have torn up my formula. Albert Einstein. Hiroshima Day is observed on August 6 every year. It aims to promote peace politics against war. On August 6, 1945, during World War II, an American B-29 bomber dropped the world's first deployed atomic bomb over the Japanese city of Hiroshima. The explosion immediately killed an estimated of 80,000 people. Thousands more later died of radiation exposure. At the city center, near where the bomb exploded, only the skeletons of 3 concrete buildings were still standing. It was being said that Hiroshima might remain uninhabitable for 75 years. Now, let us invite Lieutenant Colonel Anil Raj Sir, Assistant Commanding Officer, 22 Kerala Battalion NCC, for giving us more knowledge on Hiroshima Day.
Good morning to all of you. As you are all aware, this day in 1945, the United States of America had dropped an atomic bomb in the city of Hiroshima in Japan. 3 days after, in the city of Nagasaki, another bomb was dropped. The nuclear bomb blasts took thousands of lives. Approximately 80,000 people perished in the direct consequences, and leaving another 35,000 injured. It led to more than 60,000 casualties by the end of the year from the effects of the nuclear fallout in both the cities. Hiroshima Day 2021 marks the 76th anniversary of the bomb killings. Hiroshima Day is observed on August 6th every year to promote peace politics, but peace is nowhere to be seen. The world is in a turmoil. There is fighting and unrest at many parts of the world. Most of the fighting, though, is not for any just or legitimate means. Why do you think people fight at all if there are no legitimate reasons to take up arms? What kind of agenda do people have who think killing is necessary? Today, war is an industry. When the world was at war in the 1910s and 1940s, industries were set up to mass produce weapons of mass destruction. The trend now is that other than the governments of the day, which carry on with war machinery for their expansionist agenda, or for economic or political reasons, private entities like rich banks and private companies are also into the business of war. Yes, today it has become a business. There are billions of dollars at stake. To hell with the lives of people seems to be the motto of these mavericks who propound theories of war. So unless there is concerted effort by all stakeholders, including the general public like you and me, peace will evade us till such a time when a small spark is all it takes to ignite the mess that we all live in. You will ask, what can you and I do? Well, big things will happen if small steps are taken in that direction. So, what is that direction? Where do we begin? We have to start with our homes. We have to start with us first as individuals. We have to come to terms with the good and bad within us. Even before we think of resolution of a conflict, we may have to try and ensure that there are no grounds of a conflict. As always, prevention is better than cure. Where there are two people, there certainly will be differences of opinion. How do we coexist with such diverse opinions and behavior? When we are ready at the drop of a hat to counter an argument with another, the answer is very simple: self-restraint, generosity and compassion. All of us have godly and demonic qualities within us. Both are, however, extremes. We need to just remain humans. Everyone is entitled to his or her opinions, in spite of the differences. There has to be consensus for the common good. But who decides what is good or bad? Good question, but unfortunately there are no straight answers. If each one of us, within our direct sphere of influence, are able to pause and think before we say something, before we do something, how it is going to affect the other person, and say or act accordingly, I think it will go a long way in preventing conflict to a very large extent. In our great Upanishads, it is said that as the essence of being human, our aim should be to attain true knowledge, which comes as a combination of intelligence, instinct, intuition, wisdom, and the empathy which will allow us to sense someone's feelings, even before they have been expressed. Well, you think it is impossible? Just try it out. The counter argument is we are all humans and therefore conflict is bound to happen. If that be so, can we probably try and avoid escalation of the conflict? Yes, we can, and should always strive to avoid and manage conflict wherever we are, in the workplace, in the classrooms, in the marketplace, in the playgrounds, at home, etc. We will have to figure out how to live with each other happily, with all the differences of opinion in perception, in understanding. Simply put, you and I have to tolerate each other, come what may. That is where, again going back to the great Upanishads, all of us have to understand the true meaning of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is a Sanskrit phrase that means that the whole world is one big family. Ayam bandhurayam neti ganana lakhu chetasam udara charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. What it means is the distinction that this person is mine and this one does not mean anything to me is made only by the very narrow minded and the ignorant people. For those of noble conduct, the whole world is one family. We have to understand in what context this is all being said. It is describing the quality of a man who understood the truth, transcending the multiplicity of the world. Therefore, today, when we observe Hiroshima Day, let us all pledge together to not let another Hiroshima happen ever again. Let there be longing and lasting peace in our minds, our homes, and the entire world. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now, let us see a video on Hiroshima Day for the enlightenment on the same.
In 1945, on this day, the United States dropped an atomic bomb in the city of Hiroshima. After 3 days, on August 9, the second bomb was dropped in Nagasaki. The nuclear bomb blast took the lives of thousands, killing approximately 140,000 people directly and leaving thousands injured. Hiroshima Day is a reminder of the bombing attack on Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States during the World War II in 1945. On 6th August 1945, at age 15, the first bomb Little Boy was dropped on the center of Hiroshima. The city of Hiroshima, which was abandoned after the disaster, has made a powerful recovery as a world-renowned peace city, thanks to the tireless efforts of its predecessors. The collective vision, dedication, and hard work of Japanese people powered Japan to rise from the rubble, and today, Japan is the world's third largest economy. We should remember Hibakusha survivors of the atomic bomb blast on this day. They are integral to the history of the atomic bombings of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, not only because they are among the few true nuclear weapon experts to experience the actual impact of these weapons, but also because of the tireless efforts of many Hibakusha to eliminate nuclear weapons. They stress on disarmament and emphasize a philosophy of malice or grudge towards none. Political leaders, especially of nuclear weapon states, must learn the wisdom of Hibakusha to save Homo sapiens from possible global extinction by nuclear war. Hiroshima Day 2021 marks the 76th anniversary of the bomb killings. The day is observed on August 6 every year to promote peace politics. Hiroshima Day is now a focus for anti-war and anti-nuclear discussions and demonstrations. Friends, let's all take a pledge today that we will always work together towards spreading the message of mutual respect, peace, and harmony, and will never endorse any acts of violence. Thank you.
The day reminds all of us the irony of killing thousands to save thousands, war and its terrible destruction, and the today's need and importance for universal harmony and peace. So friends, let us all take a pledge today that we will always work together towards spreading the message of mutual respect, peace and harmony, and will never endorse any acts of violence. Jai Hind.